Hello everyone, I'm back at Recycling Station. Happy domain. This video will be very helpful for everyone. Yes, you heard right, this is a knife. The knife will be restored in this video. It is a product made 145 years ago. Hello everyone, I'm from Recycling Station. It can be found through simple observation. Antiques of this century. Except rust covers the entire body, and varying degrees of deformation in the relevant parts. The strangest thing is the position of the handle. As expected, it can be known through a number of quality requirements. This handle is not original. You can take a look. Product catalog images from that year. The most obvious difference is these rivets. There are 3 in the video. There are 2 on the drawing. And the position of the rivet is in the front. In the drawing, a handle is used instead. I want to continue delving into the issue of handles. Then we have to wait until the sandblasting process is complete before talking about it. Got it this time. The Cinesteel bath is being used to dry this gun. Sandblasting knife. Rust treatment. This session was completed successfully. Then now you can see it clearly. The bending of different parts of the blade. And that mismatched keel. I almost forgot to introduce myself. Recovery master of this issue. It's Monty with a very sophisticated style. Missy Nick. After he sprayed it, it was clean. We can also see, in the middle of the blade, there is a word with the number 10. This is the signal code to remove the knife. Of course, there is also some logo information. Just because of the modification, it all disappeared. Then later, he will also re-engrave it. The cable car engraved these 2 words. This is the main purpose of this restoration. Mig will design in the style of this main knife. Restore Muddy Rabbit as before. The effect is exactly the same. So the pudding dog I just mentioned was captured. It was welded by him. Fill it up for him. And now he will do is, by heating, come and remove deformed parts. Perform corrective treatment. Then immediately eliminate the heavy tasks, and that clumsy handle keel. Take it out of the knife. From this sequence of actions immediately. And related quality, actually everyone can see it. This handle is not original, but then someone replaced the giant weld. Why should I replace the handle? Of course, the original handle was broken, and this happens. Also at that time, some industries related to the 19th century, high carbon steel is used for removal. It can increase the power of props, and at that time, the cost of high carbon steel is much lower than that of low carbon steel. So from a cost savings perspective, some manufacturers use highly elastic steel to make knife blades. Low elastic steel for handles. The purpose of heating with the spray gun here is for tempering, thereby improving human cloth cutting efficiency. Of course, besides the cost issue, Con with low carbon content is more malleable when making handles. It can also accommodate more complex designs and shape requirements. So, with the help of different materials, a broken handle occurred. It's easy to understand. After the prop rules are completed, Liege now needs to follow the original style of the handle to create a completely new handle. And for the convenience of soldering the knife wire and handle, immediately add a recessed core hole in the front. Increase welding area. How to make the handle. It directly uses laser to cut on steel plate. Early, a new handle with the correct dimensions has been completed. With non-genuine handle of Nuba external machine. A comparison. This difference is immediately apparent. So to cooperate in installing the new handle, parts where the blade is impacted should also be treated individually. Convert shapes automatically. Remove excess with a saw, after dividing. It is also necessary to use the wrong knife to promote the flat part. Smooth out the initial taper area. This way the connection will be perfect. At the same time, he remain ahead. The installation position of the handle head is reserved. And the function of this handle. In fact, it is very similar to the ferrule without the bayonet. In addition to protecting the handle, it also acts as a cushion. Absorbs some shock during use. Because I just took away the old weekly quest. Now, we need to take up the job again. Polish it out. It can also be seen from the base. Due to long-term wear and tear, the thickness of the knife is uneven on both sides. After completing the task, then next, you need to use a variety of grinding tools. Polish both sides of the blade until smooth. Of course, except the front and back. The blade returns. The side hanging arches also need to be adjusted accordingly. This is the situation after one round of processing. It can be said it was. You can't see what it looked like before the repair. Then next, a handle that fits the hands in constellations. Keel heat treatment. First, the scraps. Put them in the electric stove. Heated at a high temperature of 827 degrees. About 30 minutes later, Put an 80-degree oil and knead. Regarding the blade, I immediately thought that the toughness was even harder. So let's add toughness to the oil. Other parts use air cooling, due to different cooling times. In this way, different parts can be created. Hardness performance. Finally, put it in the oven at 230 degrees for 2 hours. Eliminate unnecessary force. Then after the hot number ends, knives can be sharpened in a short time. Polished to create a mirror effect. Next step. Mr. Lee will use the Foster Brothers logo. Laser engraving. Let him return to the sword. Foster Brothers, a company founded in 1852, specialized in making a living. Famous for manufacturing high-quality food-cutting tools, especially their heavy gold leather cases. And some people call this leather case a pick separator. So now, processing of the knife and needle part has ended. Then he will follow this drawing style to create a completely new handle. It's this. The size of the handle is very suitable. So the next thing to address is the handle. Thumb patch. Rieger will use plastic machine tools to turn this piece of walnut wood into. Wash off the look of the handle. Just this automatic shifting scene. You can watch Wheat all day long, because it's really great. Wash the specific shape and then cut it. You can get to pieces like this. Brand new handlebar stickers. The next step is to rough this up. And with fur-colored wood panels, sand until smooth. And it is consistent with the status held by a person. Combine here for surface normals. Also to switch between sections. Smoother and smoother. This house uses dark stains for dyeing. And once dry, apply one layer. Linseed oil for protection. Then the new handle patch will be fine. All parts are processed. Now root. Just put the parts together. First, weld the handle and blade. Corrected. After welding, reuse the mask to remove excess solder. Just stick the newly made handle sticker on it. This is a fixed key used to install welt. It is a type of self-cutting rivet called a fake rivet. Of course, you can call him Zamu rivet. It passes through the middle thread. Play a fixed role, while having a riveted look. Does not require deformation of traditional rivets. Fixed effects do too. Also, these two fake studs. I also did it myself right away, and after correction, and polished them to create a hidden effect. So the final finishing step. It could be said to be an Easter egg-like existence. With changes in painting style and photography style, I believe many friends have been able to see this. Whose territory is this? Yes, this is his friend's studio. Invited by him. His friend will be the one separating the pork this time. Make the final cut, and perfect the job in all aspects. After opening the organization and exposure, harvest. Finally, apply a layer of special wood protection oil. Then this dominant force from 145 years ago. The restore is officially complete. The repair process will look like this. Review the comparison of livestock production before and after recovery. About the distance between them. We can only speak. The repairs he performed were truly excellent, and there is help from the first person. Feeling at the last moment, it's a leap worth taking. At the end of the video, he is chopping melons and vegetables. That is also a liberation. So that's the video to fix this problem. Thank you everyone for watching. Video of restoring an old knife that has been rusted for a long time. Say goodbye to the big guys. Thank you again for coming to Recycling Station. Happy domain.